about nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to the beautiful people.
What's going on, beautiful people?
There we are. Here we are. I'm wearing my hats, barely on my head, because a 5-year-old asked if I was 45.
Really?
5-year-old said, how old are you, 45?
And you're like, let me put this a few more inches up.
So now I go, oh, the hat isn't even going to go on my head today. It's just going to be floating above. It's just really, how immature can I look? How much like a child can I behave? Yeah, it's not going to be wear sunscreen. It's not going to be do facial routine. I did do a mud mask this weekend. You didn't notice. You didn't say anything when you saw me.
No, I didn't notice.
You didn't notice.
No, you have good skin.
I'm furious. Furious at you. I can't believe you didn't say what'd you do with my mask. Actually, I don't have a good skin. I get pimples all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So thanks a lot. Literally,
Face
this is why I don't trust.
You have good face skin.
This is why I don't trust you, because literally, you know, you lie.
You have good face skin.
You lie to appease me.
That's not true.
You lie. You know what? When you do that, the compliments mean less.
You have good face skin.
Hi, everyone. We are here. We are back. We're excited. I'm here with Robbie Boy. This is absolutely beautiful. It is still hot out in New York, and I am struggling with that because all I see is pumpkins on my feed. All
Really?
I see is how to turn marshmallows into little spooky treats.
And it's 97 degrees.
And it's 97 degrees.
It was
out.
very hot.
Someone was telling us the other day the hardest part about celebrating Christmas in Australia was that they have like Santa Claus on the cookies and then like sandals. It's like a summertime. So it's like summer themed Christmas.
Yes.
And I just like to be I'm starting to get into the Halloween season a little bit. I've decided that for Halloween I'm going to try to be watching a little. There was that ABC Family thing that was the 31 Days of Halloween. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to be doing that myself. I'm going to be enjoying a little spooky treat for 31 days.
You're going to watch a different Halloween movie for 31 days?
No.
Just some level of Halloween.
I'm going to be enjoying a spooky treat for 31 days.
Oh, spooky treat.
That doesn't mean
and
candy.
the treat can come in any shape or size.
Here's the thing. The word treats is a very general word that can mean so many different things. It doesn't mean candy. It doesn't mean potato chip. It doesn't mean pig in a blanket. You know what it means?
What?
It means putting on the socks with the little llamas on it. That's a treat. Okay?
Yeah.
I think the word treat, we have to realize, is wearing a robe, no undies underneath. That's a treat. Okay?
Yes.
Like, so when I say I'm going to be enjoying a treat every day, it has nothing to do with food. I do say something to some people sometimes which makes me seem like a psycho.
What?
I go, have a nice life.
You do? Is that you just being like, I don't want to talk to you again?
No.
You're
It's
just
me
like, you
genuinely being
acknowledging
like-
that you might never see them again.
I mean, definitely not.
Yeah.
I'm checking out the hotel this weekend. I go, all right, have a nice life. I'll see you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is good to acknowledge.
I mean, the woman behind the counter. Damn. If only I was attracted. If only I was going for 60-year-old women.
Okay.
The world would be my oyster.
You think that's your sweet spot?
Oh, God. So good.
Okay.
I can make them smirk in a way that I can't make anyone else smile. I can make them feel special in a way that they haven't in years.
That is nice.
Oh, and I love it.
Yeah.
They just need, because they'll respond. They were calling me car dent boy all weekend at the hotel.
Car dent?
Car dents, because
car dent.
there was this incident. I pull up to the hotel. I was away this weekend. I pull up to the hotel I'm staying at, and I just pull my car right up front, and I go inside before I pull in the parking lot to check in and unload the car, right?
Okay.
And there was a group of flight attendants and pilots, and a couple of the male pilots, they all gathered around my car and started looking at the dent on my car. Like a couple of men, they don't know what to do. Men don't know what to do with their time. Like, these men had 3 minutes and didn't know what to do with their time, so they found the problem and started examining it to see how they could fix it.
Okay.
Men don't know how to just stand still and not have a task.
Yeah, I mean, some, yeah, for sure.
These men were like, I need to find a task.
Yeah.
That's why we got rid of smoking. Men go, what do we do now? Once a lot of men start smoking, like smoking a cigar, men like because it's an activity for an hour.
Yes, and makes them feel masculine.
But it gives them something to do for
Identifying
an
as
hour.
dent makes them feel masculine too.
Yes.
Then it's
So they're all gathered.
The cigar, the only problem to solve is just to get it down, just to finish it. It's a very overt problem-solving mission.
But you know what the thing is? One person will be making a mistake with the cigar. They'll all be talking about that. They'll be talking about the flavors of the cigar. There's always something to return to.
Yes.
Men need a task so that they always have something to return to when there's lulls.
Yes.
The only thing men fear more than vulnerability is lulls.
Okay.
A lull is a man's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
What are we talking here? A man can't handle a lull.
Yeah, they need to always be proving their worth.
A man's hell is going to a place that only is lulls.
Okay.
Men pretend all I want is peace and quiet. No, you don't. No, you don't. You want something on the TV.
Yeah. You want problems to solve.
You want something on the TV. A man pretends that they're being annoyed by their wife because they are always given a task. They love that. They like feeling useful.
Yes.
They just put up a ruse so that they get more compliments about it. Because you go, oh, you always want me to do stuff. You'll be like, oh, thank you so much.
They do always. They want recognition.
Men
they want to be solving problems constantly and constantly getting recognized for them.
Men are older men are so funny. Younger men too. I don't know. But like they're so funny because they'll put up such a stink when they have to do something that they like. Like ask me if I could ask me to go do a task. Like pretend that can you do this?
Yeah.
Or do you have the capability?
Yeah.
Pretend to do it. Ask me to do something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Ask me to do something.
Yo, can you run to the store and get eggs? We're out of eggs.
Oh, here we go. I'm going. I gotta get the eggs. Okay. All right, here we go. Here I am every day getting the damn eggs. Here we go. Okay, you want the eggs? I'll get the eggs. You don't get the eggs, I'll get the eggs. Of course, I get the eggs in the house. I do the eggs.
All right, remember to get the ones we talked about.
Oh, there she goes.
The organic.
There he goes. Yeah, wants me to do something. Can't let me do it myself. Up, there he goes. Up, I'll get the eggs. Don't worry. Up, I got my job. Don't worry. I'll be lost without you. I'll be a chicken with no head. Men love to like make a whole stink about it.
Yes, when I was like looking for roommates, I asked people to tell me a little bit about themselves, and men told me about how productive they are, and women told me about their personality. That was something that I found in these roommate interviews.
Yeah, because men have been taught by society that the only thing that's important about them is being useful.
Is their productivity. Yeah, but it's
sad.
I didn't realize how blatant it is and how like stereotypical they fall into these stereotypes.
Men have been taught by society we got to be useful.
Yeah.
If you can't be useful, we send you to war and fucking die. If you can't be useful, die for us.
Yeah.
That's what America says. Yeah. America says if you're not going to be useful for capitalism, die.
Yeah.
Die.
Yeah.
And then we'll love you. If not, you're a waste, and we'll complain about you forever.
100%.
So these pilots are all gathered around my car looking at the dent, and I go outside and I shoot them away like a bunch of pigeons.
Okay.
I go, oh, what are you doing? Oh, and they all
to a bunch of pilots.
To a bunch of pilots.
Wow.
I shoot a bunch of pilots away from my car like a bunch of pigeons.
Okay.
And they all scattered in different directions.
Okay.
It was absolutely unbelievable. None of them made eye contact because they all knew, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like when you go to a party and a group of uncles start looking at who hasn't gotten their registration done, and they'll be like, "Who's got the Toyota Sorento? You got to get your registration done next week." It's like, all right, Uncle Steve, leave me alone. Like men are literally like your uncles will literally be at a party looking at cars to see who needs their registration done soon.
Yeah, I mean that's problem solving.
Oh, God. So I shoo all these pilots away like pigeons, and they fly. Oh. They all scurry away in different directions.
Okay.
Hilarious. That none of them because they all know they're in the wrong. They all know they shouldn't be looking at another grown man's car at their dent.
Yeah.
It's absolutely absurd. Sometimes it's interesting. I feel like a boy. But then I have to remember I'm a fucking man.
Okay.
And when a bunch of pilots are looking at my car, I remember I'm a man. Don't look at my fucking car.
So what did you say? You're like, get out of here? Or
I
you
walk
shoot
outside
him?
and go, hey, what are you looking at? Get away from my car.
No way.
No way.
I don't believe
I'm
it.
in front of the 5-star hotel screaming at
sorry.
pilots, get away from my car.
I'm sorry.
I
I
go,
don't
what
believe
the fuck are you doing? Get away from my car. The pilots scurry away. The women behind the desk said they never even checked out. They left their luggage inside. They go, who are you? You scared away 12 pilots.
I'm proud of you.
In some scenarios, I have to remember, I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
It's so hard to remember you're a grown man sometimes.
Yeah.
And like, I had to be like, I didn't want to go outside and be like, wait, what's the matter with my car? Because I'm like, no, mind your fucking business.
Yeah. You. This is you being a This is you with some machado. Is that a word? Bravado? I don't know. What's the right word?
Machismo
or bravado? Machismo and bravado.
Machado? There I go with my
Machado.
My Duncan Machado coming through. Mocha Chadalado, okay?
Yeah.
And I remember I'm a man. And I look these pilots in their eyes. I go, we're on the land. This is my fucking turn.
This is your turn.
We hit the skies. We're playing in your world, okay?
Okay.
It's like if I'm fighting a fucking whale, I don't want to be in the fucking ocean. If I'm fighting a pilot, I don't want to be in the sky.
Yeah.
If
you also do improv. They fly planes. You do. I wouldn't say you're the master of land. Maybe if you were on a stage,
so
it would be your territory.
A bus driver, a taxi driver.
I don't know. I don't know.
This is my land.
I think you're both in neutral territory.
So where's my land?
On a stage, maybe. I don't know. In front of a microphone.
So, I scurry away these cowards.
Okay.
I go, you probably fly for Spirit.
Yeah.
They all scurry away, and I go inside, and I start going, yo, these fucking pilots. I go to the woman, I don't say F.
Okay.
I don't start with F. I ease people out to see if I could drop a curse.
Okay. When
you're talking to a stranger, and by the 5th line, you're dropping an F-bomb, you're friends for the next 5 minutes. I'm friends for the next 5 minutes checking it, right?
I would say so.
I'm like, can you believe these guys? I go, these guys got nothing better to do than look at my dent. They're like a couple uncles at a barbecue, staring at my dent. These guys, and the woman behind the counter start laughing a little bit. I go, Jesus Christ, you don't know me. Get the hell away from my car. They go, men are nosy. They want something to do. I go, yeah. Don't fucking bother me. And they go, they start laughing and stuff like that. So they were calling me the Dent Man all around the 5-star hotel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Dent Man. It was amazing. And my friend goes before me. She goes, can I get a room with the view? I go, of course. I didn't ask for a room with the view. I got a corner suite.
Oh, nice.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Remember last week I said I'm not back? I'm back, baby. I'm pulling corner suites, being called the Dent Man at hotels I don't even belong in. All I did was wear a bathing suit and walked around in flip-flops all weekend, dripping wet. A towel didn't touch my body all weekend. I air dried the entire time.
That's nice.
Oh, to air dry in a hotel room is ideal.
I love to air dry.
Oh. The one problem with hotels is the amount of mirrors.
Okay.
You don't think so?
I like mirrors.
Yeah, I never wish I'm Dracula until I see my reflection.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're sitting there air drying after the pool.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to see it.
No. I just want to air dry.
Yeah.
I had my windows open.
That's nice.
People could look in.
That's nice.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I bent over. I opened my ass for them.
Take a look at my butthole. That's nice.
I met someone.
Who did you meet?
This guy. And he was really annoying. And he did this thing to prove how likable, how much ass he gets. And he did a thing to prove how much ass he gets.
You pull out his Instagram and
Nope.
show you? Because guys love to do that.
Oh, show you pics.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys love to show pics.
They love to show pics. Guys are wild.
Guys love to pull out a phone and show you a pic of a girl.
And then zoom in on parts. This kid from my job was doing that, and I'm like, bro, I don't need to be zoomed in on a 22-year-old's chest right now at work. And I don't know what you're supposed like.
Yeah, they love.
You got to shut it down a little bit. Be like, all right, cool. I got the idea.
The guy at Instagram that was like, no, we have to have the capabilities to allow people to zoom in on pics.
Yeah,
was an absolute pervert.
I feel like it didn't always exist.
Nope, it did not always exist.
It did not always exist.
It did not. You could not always zoom in on Insta. Someone was like, I was at home this weekend and came to my mind. I found a pic. I had to screenshot it and then zoom in.
Yeah.
What if we could zoom in on our own?
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what happened, man. A total perv allowed the zoom ins on Insta. I met this man, and he was so annoying. And he was like trying to prove to me how much ass he got. And the way he proved to me how much ass he got was by saying how he doesn't go on dating apps. He goes, I've never used a dating app. That's how much ass I got. That is a way that people measure how much ass they have gotten in their life. Right? So they go, I don't even need dating apps. That's the way of like being like, I don't even try. I don't even study for the test. Is I don't use a dating app. And Robbie, you do that shit.
I do that.
You are guilty. And as he was saying this, as I was getting annoyed at him, it was like I was having flashbacks to my childhood where you're just telling me how you don't use dating apps.
Do you think I'm annoying? Do
Yes,
I say
sometimes.
it like that?
I was thinking about that. But I want to speak. We will speak about you in a second.
Okay.
But I want to speak in generalities first.
Okay.
The way a man proves that, like, oh yeah, I'm such a hot commodity. I'm such a item on the menu. You know, is to go. I'm not even on the fucking menu. I don't even go on the dating apps. You know how hot I am? I don't even go on the dating apps. That's how like a dude proves that he gets so much ass. It's by saying he never has gone on a dating app. If a guy says I've never gone on a dating app, horrible personality instantly, in my opinion.
Interesting.
Bad personality right off the bat.
I disagree, obviously.
I would say I would say at minimum extremely cocky about how desirable he is.
Where does this guy live?
New York City.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay. And he brought it up unprompted that he's not on the dating apps?
Yeah.
I see where you're going with it, but I think that there's people in New York City not on the dating apps with good personalities, for sure.
Horrible.
I think, okay.
I think that it's just more, it's a way a dude brags about how he could get ass easily is by saying he's not on the dating app.
For sure.
It's a surefire way of being like, I don't even study for the test and I get an A.
Yeah, I try to only say it if they're like, "What are you on the apps?" Then I have my moment.
See, I'll tell you this.
What?
How I know that you're a little smug and asshole about it is the way you shook your shoulders when you said it.
Well,
The way you shook your shoulders. I mean, I come on here and talk about my flaws all the time.
Sure.
I talk about my shortcomings. And also, my shortcomings are obvious. I have impulse control issues. I don't like myself. I'm poor. I'm getting older. I'm not progressing with people my age. I hate cutting my fingernails and toenails, so I have to force myself. I set alarms in my calendar. I
mean, that's good.
I sweat.
That's not a bad thing.
I sweat a lot. I have to take 2 showers a day. I get body pimples.
Okay.
I don't have an actual useful career. I don't make any
I
money.
disagree.
I'm pretty honest about my flaws.
Okay, sure. I don't agree all of those are flaws, but sure.
The body pimples, not flaws.
No, I mean, that's biology, but I think you have a useful career.
Biology. That's biology.
I think you have a useful career.
Yes, you know why you say I have a useful career?
Why?
Because you do the same fucking thing.
No, it's funny.
It's literally it's like.
Well, I believe it's useful.
It's me being
if I didn't believe it was useful.
It's me being like, curly hair is not great. Yeah, I think curly hair is good. I like your curly hair, Sebastian. I like guys that wear blue LA Dodgers hats. The one thing that you're like, I'm gonna defend is the thing that you have in common with me.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead.
Go ahead. What?
Admit it's a little bit of you flexing that you could get.
Yeah. Sometimes I need to reel myself in.
Yeah.
That's a flaw.
That's a flaw.
Yeah. I don't. If I get drunk and I'm talking about myself too much, or I'll flex about my friend. I'll just like flex. I like to flex sometimes. So I gotta reel it in. I can't.
I will give you this though.
What?
You do what you give to yourself, you give to others.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I try to give. Yeah.
It's not like you just hype yourself up.
No,
you hype others up.
Yeah, I want to hype other people up. I don't want to
just poo-poo you.
And I want to be around people that I'm I'm not. It's not fake.
No, I don't think it's
like I believe in the people that I hype up around me.
Yes, of course. I think so too.
Because I'm picky with. I think I'm picky with who I surround myself with and who I hype up. So, I know. I guess that is annoying, but I'm not trying to. I am aware that it can come off a little privileged.
It's definitely privileged to say I don't go on the dating apps.
Yeah,
I don't use dating apps.
Yeah,
It's a privilege thing.
Yeah, and not everybody with a great personality maybe cannot be on the dating apps. I guess, or that people don't have time. I don't know. But this guy was flexing to you, and it was annoying the shit out of you.
It was annoying the shit out of me, and then I like to see a friend, a side of them in someone else, and that the packaging, like there was a piece of you in him,
and it was an uglier version.
And I just had to.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I'm sure there's ugly versions of me that you see in people. I mean, I see it in people. You have friends that are boisterous and want to make people laugh, and I go, oof, that's ugly.
Yeah, that's
ugly. So, like someone like trying to be the center of attention at a situation is an ugly person.
Yeah, it's a line. It's a line you got to toe.
It's a line you got to learn. And here's the thing. I think I'm pretty good in a group setting, like being the center of attention and pulling back and giving space. But you only get there by crossing the line. You only learn how to walk that tightrope by being bad at it.
By being too much sometimes.
By being too much.
And that's when you know, yeah.
You look at your friends that are too much sometimes, and you say maybe one day they're going to be perfect. Maybe one day they're going to be the best dinner guest I could have.
Yeah, if they have self-awareness.
Self-awareness might be the most important quality trait I look for in someone.
Absolutely.
I actually think that when someone says, what do you look for in someone? My new answer is being self-aware. Because if you're not being self-aware will allow you to adjust and behave in ways that are appropriate. Everything else, because being self-aware means, I made them feel bad. I should be nicer. Being self-aware is being like, I'm being too much. Maybe I should step back. It's calibrating.
Yes.
If someone doesn't know how to calibrate, I don't want them in my life.
Yeah, 100%.
If someone's like, I have bad self-awareness, not around me, because you're dead to me.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of men aren't that self-aware. It just is what it is.
People aren't self-aware also.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
There's plenty of women that aren't self-aware either. Okay?
Yeah.
There's plenty of women that literally will say the wildest shit to me.
Yeah, that's true.
That will literally just be the rudest person I've ever met right to my fucking face.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's you desire to work on yourself and get better. And I don't know. It's like if you couldn't tell me, if you would be like, I can't bring this up about Robbie and the dating apps because he's going to get all pissy. And then it's just like, all right, we can't have an honest conversation. And then it's hard to be that person's friend.
Of course.
Or have a relationship.
And I do think that there's conversations that you need to have that are more delicate with people.
For sure.
Like, I don't think that I should, if it was something that, like, I think other things that I would bring up to more delicately and be like, let's talk about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think that your ego's tied to that.
No. You got to be able to, like, I do dumb shit.
You got to be able to make mistakes.
You got to be able to make mistakes and then laugh at it. I do dumb shit. To
laugh at a mistake is so good.
Yeah.
To laugh at a mistake is so good.
And I know sometimes if I'm being crazy, I'll say, was I being crazy? Talking to, like,
Sometimes you are.
If I'm talking about the apps or whatever, if I'm getting too ahead of myself.
I just noticed in someone else, and it wasn't the most attractive. It was an unattractive behavior I noticed in someone else.
Yeah. How did it start?
Also, it doesn't matter. Also, you have used the apps.
Yeah, twice.
So you should just say, "Oh yeah, I've used it a little bit."
Sure.
Wait, we can't agree right now that I just want to move forward that you.
Have you
had sex with someone from a dating app?
Once.
A yes or no?
Yes, once.
No, yes or no?
Yes.
Because even you saying once is still you being that guy.
Yes,
Robbie.
yes.
It's still you.
I've never had it in New York City.
It's still you. See, this is still you being that fucking guy.
Whatever.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Okay.
The guy's made up. I want to talk to you about this.
The guy's made up. This is crazy.
Lie. The guy's a complete fucking lie. That's why I said it's not important. He's a complete fucking lie. I was like, I just need to talk to you about this.
This is wild.
This is what I do.
This is wild. So you made up a fake man.
I made up a fake man.
And
there
you're
was
like,
no pilots. There was
I
no
saw
hotels.
This
whole episode's been a ruse. Welcome to Shutter Island. Robbie.
Sure. You want me to stop saying that I've never been on the dating app? So you saw it in me. I'm the guy.
I want you. I saw it in your reflection.
Okay.
I wasn't even gonna bring it up.
Did I bring it up at like when we were together somewhere? Did I say it recently? And then you're just
You've
like, I
said
can't.
it a couple times recently.
Okay.
And I go, he's got to stop saying that.
Okay.
Because then you'll go, well, once or twice, and then you'll go, only never in New York.
Well, never in New York. Yeah. I live in New York.
What are these qualifiers? Why are we making these qualifiers? It's for your ego.
No, because I never went for a date. Like I never.
You have gone for a date.
No, it was like a hookup.
No, but you've also in Pennsylvania went on a date on the dating app.
Yeah, I guess that was.
So I don't know why you have these qualifiers. Why do you want to feel better than a group of people? I just want to move forward that you say yes. I've used the dating app.
Because I'm not really.
I'm not on them. I've used it. It has to be your answer because I am tired of you going, no, I've never used a dating app, and then you go, well, once, but never in New York. Like, what are these qualifiers? They're all for the ego.
I don't think I've. All right, yeah, I understand how they work. Sure, yeah.
What do you understand? What my comments? The dating apps, Robbie.
The dating apps.
We are not moving on beyond this conversation until you.
I've had 2 conversations on a dating app.
What?
Outside of the city I live in.
So
I'm using them in a different way.
No, you're not.
To
you
hook
know how
up.
many people I've had sex with on a dating app?
How many? 1.
How
many dates?
I don't know, a bunch.
Yeah. I guess the implication is I don't live here. Let's go.
You lived in Pennsylvania when you were there.
For 5 months. But it was like, I'm going to be back in New York.
I don't know. Can you just explain to me the ego that is attached to you not being allowed to say?
I am on dating apps. I've been on dating apps. That's what you want me to say?
I just want to understand.
I can't really have a convo about them. That's what if I don't feel like I'm bringing it up. Maybe I am. You're right. I do sometimes.
You bring up dating apps.
I've been in this, but yeah. I've been in the city 9 years. I've been single, and I'm not really on the apps.
We just need to, rather than you say no, I've never been on dating apps, and then do 3 qualifiers afterwards. People have been on dating apps.
One qualifier.
People have been on dating apps for years and have never had sex off a dating app.
All right, you're right.
That's the reality of the situation.
You're right.
That's just the reality, Rob.
I would say I've only used them on vacation, but you don't like that qualifier.
Because Pennsylvania wasn't a vacation. You lived there.
I lived there. You're right. For 5 months.
That's not a vacation.
Yeah.
Would you say your time during COVID in the Poconos was a vacation?
No.
Great.
But I was only on it for 12 hours. I met one person and then we would text.
I can't
really
roller coaster once. You could literally say I've used them. I'm not into.
If I go on a roller coaster once and most people are on a roller coaster 2 hours a day for 10 years, it's hard for me to relate to those people.
But then you don't say no. I've never been on a roller coaster. Well,
you're right.
Maybe once.
You're right.
You say, oh yeah, I've used it. I've been on them. I'm not into them. I don't use, or I've been on them. I don't use them.
Okay.
The first answer needs to be yes, then the qualifier.
Okay.
Because when you do no and then the qualifier, it's you being better than. When you do yes and the qualifier, it's you being honest.
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
Yes. Yeah.
The man was real.
The man was real. No, I see what you mean. I don't need to bring it up also then unprompted.
You don't need to bring it up unprompted.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You don't need to bring it up unprompted.
Yeah, you're right.
This is okay. This is where we come. This is our red table.
This is our red table.
You should know, by the way, I fucked your best friend. No. Keep your wife's name out of my mouth. I love you, Fresh. Freshy Princey. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
So do you think we made progress here today?
Yeah. This is good.
This is good. This is a
good
nice way to go into 30.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I don't want you to feel like, I mean, you're great in so many ways, Robbie.
Thanks.
This is what we call a compliment sandwich.
This is a compliment
sandwich. People out there, don't be.
No, I think arguably
tricked.
Some of the best sex I've ever had in my life was off the dating app. And I remember I wanted to go on a date, kind of, in Disney World. I wanted to kind of go on a date. And she's like, what are you doing? You're leaving. You're at a hotel leaving tomorrow. We're going to go get dinner. I thought this is the fuck. And I was like, oh, I guess so. And it was good.
There we go.
And so it was very, it was probably the best.
Wait, so now
maybe one of the best hookups I've ever had. Top 5 for
So
sure.
what's absurd to me is that you're like, well, I didn't even use it. How many dates have you gone on? And you're getting denied for dates to go to the hookups.
Yeah.
You're really manipulating the circumstances.
Well, I'm like, we could at least get dinner before
and I get that.
we hook up.
And that's nice.
Yeah, and she was like, nah, let's just cut to the chase.
Nah, let's just get straight to the fucking dick.
Yeah, I guess. And I was like, all right. And then it was, so I shouldn't say that. I don't want to come off as better than.
It comes off as better than.
Yeah, that's good.
I think
that's
dudes
good.
and girls that say that or they say it. I think that you, including, say it as a point of pride.
Yeah.
I do stuff that's annoying. Do you have anything that I've been doing that's annoying you?
No.
Okay. If ever you do, you don't need to tell me. You could tell the audience and me at the same time.
Okay. I could do that.
I'll tell you something embarrassing.
What?
The other day I walked. I shouldn't say this. Fine. I couldn't go to my family had like a little birthday party for me. I had to miss it because of some circumstances. That's my fucking life. I had to miss it. So my mom dropped off some food that she made for me, right? She made some food she knows I love, and I walked outside. And my mom gave me the tray of food, classic aluminum foil, aluminum tray. You know what I mean? Classic mom. And she looked at me and she goes, "Are you feeling all right?" Yeah, fine. What's the matter? She goes, "You got a huge piss stain all over your pants." I was wearing gray sweatpants and a piss stain the size of a mini pie.
Oh, no.
My dad starts laughing his ass off at me. My mom goes, "You got to get inside. Get out of here." She goes, "Don't let the neighbors see you." And I'm walking with an aluminum tray with shrimp covering a piss stain into my house. Just a huge monster piss stain.
That's wild.
So I mean,
that's wild. We have a TikTok, whatever 1,000 followers, and there's 3 videos pinned to the top with millions of views, and one of them is how to wipe your dick after we pee.
And I don't know how to
That's
do it.
one of your claim to fame.
I don't know how to do it.
One of the most viewed things that have come from this podcast is you like giving an instruction of the ways to wipe your penis after peeing. You're just walking around Brooklyn with a giant piss stain.
It was monster. I went inside and I looked and I was cracking up, man.
That is funny.
But like to be able to be like, wow, that's so ridiculous is beautiful.
Yeah.
We all have flaws.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I make mistakes all the time. And one flaw.
That's a different mistake.
I'm a people pleaser. That's a real mistake.
Sure.
I won't say what I need sometimes and put someone else first. And then I'll slowly act in a way that I'll behaviorally act negative then. That's a real thing that I do that's bad.
Yeah, I guess.
And that's a lot worse than the dating app thing. Okay?
No, yeah, it depends.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
worse for you.
It's worse for the other person too. Setting boundaries is the best thing you could do for both of you.
That's true.
So
you're right.
That's an actual bad behavior that I have that I really want to change. Because I'll people please. I'll put someone first, and then I'll just continuously act in a different direction and hurting both of us.
Yeah.
Not great.
No, it isn't good.
No, that's not a good behavior. And that's something I'm actively like, I'm in my mid-30s. I need to change that.
Establish boundaries.
Be okay. I'd rather someone be mad at me in the moments than have months of them being angry.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm proud of you with the pilot thing.
Thank you.
Because there's a version of you that would just go out and try to please these pilots.
Thank you.
A bunch of masculine men.
I don't look at pilots
around.
as masculine.
You don't?
The stupid uniforms.
Oh, really?
They look so fucking.
If they were a little
corny to me.
tougher, maybe would have people pleased them.
If they were like wearing like some gym outfits, you know what I mean?
Okay.
If they had like a bunch of rhinestones on their shirts, that's like built a tiger, I would go out and try to impress them. You know?
Yeah.
If they were just a little more feminine.
Oh, more feminine.
Yeah, like an affliction shirt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then I would go out and I'd be like, these are, oh, yeah. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Or I might even go out and be like, whose fucking car is this? What a loser. Just start shitting on my own car. But people want you to know what they're good at. I'll give you an example. I went to a restaurant this weekend, and I'm completely over this.
Okay.
Restaurants that make their own potato chips and undercook it on purpose so you could tell they make their own potato chips.
I
think they undercook the chips on purpose so there's not a crunch, so you go, oh, these are made in the back.
Yeah. I guess they're like fry potato chips, and you're just give me the potato chip or give me the fry. I don't need this hybrid. Yeah.
I don't need that. I don't need to know that, like, oh, we make our own.
Yes.
It's like, oh, this isn't from a bag. They're not all crunchy, okay? If you want them all crunchy, I'll get them from the bag.
You don't like some of them that have like a little soft, a little crunch?
No.
Okay. I don't hate them. I don't hate those.
Because that's them being like,
yeah, it is them flexing.
We're not always perfect. When we do it ourselves, we're not always perfect.
Yeah.
I can't stand that crap.
Yeah.
Perfection. I was a man built on fakeness.
You want crispy chips?
I want crispy chips.
Yeah.
You
want crispy
chips.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Which they could easily do.
I'll tell you this, Robbie.
What?
Labor Day's over. I had my first bowl of soup.
Okay.
I had my first
It's
bowl of soup.
90-something degrees.
I know, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to have my first bowl of soup, and I did.
Okay.
And Robbie?
What?
It was so good.
It was.
It was so... we're going to be soup boys this fall.
I'm not a big soup person. I don't like soup. I'm going to become a soup person.
Robbie, I had a soup that was so good.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a couple recipes. I know that, so I know a couple ingredients that you like. You like squash.
Yes.
I found this like the squash like soup that like you puree that it's like creamy and thick with a little spice in it. What would you say about that?
I would try it. It's more about the consistency. I don't know.
What don't you like? You want it loose? Because soup comes in two ways. Loose or thick?
I guess loose.
You like loose soup.
I don't really just love soup.
I had my first bowl of soup. And what soup does, and I get why people like soup so much, is because you feel it touch all your insides.
You love anything that touches all your insides. You're on record
I'm
saying
empty on the inside.
Okay.
Because I'm hollow.
You want it to
How is this
proof that you have an inside? Is
you
that
know
what you
when
like?
Luke Skywalker was freezing in the cold, he almost thought about cutting me open because there was so much space.
Okay.
That's how empty I am.
Okay.
I like when something just hits every inside.
Because you said freezing cold water on a hot day. You love it because you feel it in your esophagus.
Yeah.
You just like the feeling of your esophagus. In a way.
Maybe I should start deep throating.
That's what I was gonna. I don't think that's how that works.
No one deep throats that far.
No.
Nah.
And you're not feeling anything in the esophagus.
No, that's like you going for an appendectomy or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should go for one of those.
Try it out.
I love the feeling, and it made me wanna. I have a slow cooker, and I was like, maybe I'll try to make some soups.
Nice.
You're not gonna be on board for that.
I mean, I'll try. I'll try a soup.
I'm not gonna give you any.
Okay.
You don't seem excited.
No, I guess I'm not that excited.
What about chili?
I've never really had chili. I didn't like soup. I guess I never had
Some
it.
people debate is it a soup or not. You've never had a chili?
I don't know. My mom loved it growing up, and I don't think I've ever had it.
Do you know what chili is?
No.
You don't know what chili
meat.
is?
It's hot. It's meat, spicy in a dish. I don't know.
You have no idea what chili is.
What is it? Ground beef in a dish that has like tomato, maybe some spice, and it's like soupy. Spice, tomato.
You're beautiful.
Brown.
You could say whatever you want about dating apps. You know what? You need
Why?
that. Because I get why you're flexing about the dating apps now.
Why? Because
you just can't even. You don't even know what chili is.
Yeah, I'm.
You go. It's meat on a dish. That was your first. First off, have you seen chili? Has it ever come on a dish?
I guess in a bowl.
Yeah, chili's a bowl food.
Yeah, I guess it's a bowl.
It's a bowl food.
So what is it? Soup? Was I right?
You were close.
I was close.
But the dish was a real red flag.
Yeah.
You just had no idea what chili was. Because when you see on menu chili, what does it usually say next to it?
I don't know. Spicy?
Cup or bowl?
Cup or bowl, yeah. Well, I think what threw me off, I recently learned about chili.
Where did you learn about
in the last few
chili?
years? Well, because I growing up.
What do you mean? That's like you could be like, I recently discovered Frida Kahlo.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
I recently discovered this new author. What do you mean? I recently discovered chili.
Because Chili's is a restaurant, and that's more about the chili pepper.
Yes.
And chili is a meat dish, and I always just thought chili was like more of a Chili's adjacent, like pepper kind of dish. I didn't realize the meat is the main focus of chili.
Well, there's vegetarian chili as well. People love that.
Okay.
Which is more of a beans.
A bean chili.
Yeah, and
So the chili just means that
Wait, you've never seen The Office?
There's hot pepper. No.
You've never seen The Office?
No. I've seen maybe 2 episodes full from start to finish. Maybe not even that, to be honest. I've seen like
Can I
scenes.
be honest?
What?
It's really funny. Like, I know that people like overhype it, but it is really funny.
I didn't watch a lot of those TV. I didn't watch Parks and Rec until like I was in my.
Parks and Rec is just like a
25.
worse version of The
Yeah,
Office.
I guess I chose either Parks and Rec or The Office, and I guess I started UCB, and I was like, Amy Poehler founded this thing that I'm doing. I'll watch this show.
Yeah.
But after that, I was like, I can never do a 26 episode multi-season show ever again.
It's really good.
Yeah.
The characters are. Have you seen the original?
I've seen the original, yeah.
Okay.
But that's 10 episodes,
No, I know.
which is funny.
You know what's wild?
What?
The other day you pitched me on a 500 episode TV show.
No, I didn't. No, you started One
You
Piece.
pitched
You
me-
started a 2,000 episode TV show.
You pitched me
No.
on like a 500 episode TV show.
No. I pitched you. You started One Piece,
I did, and
which is the longest TV show I think ever.
well, I started the live action,
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
8 episodes.
Yeah.
So, and I'll say this: I'm not a man that likes fantasy, but watching that show.
Okay.
Wait, let's finish talking about your chili.
Okay.
So chili it's like a hearty dish. It's like a hearty soup, I would say. And it could either be looser or more like meatier, you know? And so it's usually like a ground beef, beans, tomatoes, spicy or not spicy, cheddar cheese, so some sour cream. Sometimes people put on that, some chives, you know?
Sounds good.
It's really good.
I'll try chili. I should try chili.
You know what it's almost like?
What?
You could almost put chili on nachos. Some chilies.
Yeah. I still don't think I've had it, but I get what it is. I would try it. It sounds good.
I
don't like beans that much, but I would. Yeah. I would eat it. I would eat it
so much that
Yeah.
they have whole competitions of
No,
chili
I know.
competitions.
People love it.
Like chili making competitions. Who's the best chilies, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a real industry.
Yes. I'll try it.
Wait, how'd you discover chili again?
because the chilies, the difference between chilies and what actual chili is.
Yeah, but
I looked into it one day.
This doesn't make sense. So you were just at home fantasizing about the difference between chilies and chili?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
So you're back smoking weed?
I was smoking. I did smoke this weekend.
You're back smoking weed.
I smoked
Let's
a little
just be
this
honest.
weekend. I smoked a little this weekend.
No caveats. You're back smoking weed.
I don't know if I'm back for good, but I didn't go out at all this weekend.
You're sitting at home discovering new foods through thoughts.
Yeah.
You're back smoking weed.
Sure, I'm back smoking weed.
Interesting. Interestango. So I have started this new show, One Piece. And it's made me... I don't like fantasy. I don't like fantasy at all. Fantasy for me, I've said before, fantasy for me is the Discovery Channel. I'm such a city boy that someone goes alone, they're alone in the woods for 30 days. That's fantasy for me. Fantasy could exist on the earth for me because we all live such different lives.
Yes.
So why should I look to a universe that doesn't exist when I could just look to a place that exists in the earth, right? So a fantasy for me is Deadliest Catch. That's a fantasy show.
Yeah.
I don't even know those boats exist. I've never seen them.
Yeah.
It could, if someone told me Deadliest Catch is all a ruse and crabs are fake, I go, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah. New York City, it's a different world.
So I don't watch a lot of fantasy. But I was like, I saw like an article. Everyone's like hyping up this show, One Piece. So I was like, let me watch it.
Okay.
And I really liked it. And you know what I liked about it? That I think is good for society? Good guys.
Okay.
Like, the idea of good guys is so important for the world. Watching the show made me want to be a better person. Because the main character is so positive and, like, just wants to, like, trust in people and, like, look to their character to decide who he wants to work with. It made me want to be a better person.
That is good. That is the point of art, and not the point of art, but sometimes
to affect you.
Yeah, to affect you.
And like I was like, wow, I kind of understood fantasy a little bit because it was like this. It's just allowed him to have all these trials and tribulations and prove that goodness wins.
Yes, it is nice when goodness wins in a non-corny way, and they do a good job.
It is a little corny.
It was corny,
but in a great way.
Yeah,
in like a real fun, in a fun way that it's like. Everyone would roll their eyes at the main character because he's so corny. But, like, everyone was aware that they rolled their eyes with him, but they were still with him.
Yes. Yeah, that is.
And it made me want to be like, oh, wow, goodness is important. And I think we were so obsessed with the anti-hero as a society for so long. The Joker, Breaking Bad, Tony's fucking Soprano.
Yes.
Everything was the anti-hero. We need a push of goodness.
Just like, yeah.
Corny ass.
Yeah.
Blind goodness. I want to
believe in this message till the wheels fall off.
Yes.
And people are going to look at you like you're crazy, and you're going to prove them right.
I think that's going to be the new trends on characters in TV. It's going to not be the anti-hero. It's going to be the blind hero who follows his heart and follows his philosophy and goodness through and through.
I like this. I like this a lot.
I like it too. I was watching it and it was making me smile.
That's
not
nice.
Like laugh, but smile alone in the bed. Was I on a ton of edibles? Yes.
Okay.
Was the edibles maybe the reason why I was like, I believe in goodness. Society's great. I go, goodness will prevail.
I do think a positive message can win. I do think that we don't get enough. I agree with you wholeheartedly. That in today's society, we're not getting a lot of this.
And I think we need it more
negative,
than ever.
like the algorithm doesn't reward just blind goodness. And then there's a lot of toxic positivity that's just like wild. But like truly having a compass that you believe in and that you view as moral and you just stick to that and you try to treat everybody. It is not something that's happening a lot
and I think
in today's society.
Our generation grew up being like, we could be bad, but people will still like us.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that I like have so much faith that maybe people will just be like, no, it's okay. Yeah, I'm just a happy guy. Yeah, oh no, that stinks.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not making fun of people like that anymore.
No, that's good.
That show made me be like, oh, to be like corny, like so good that you're corny is actually I'm envious of that.
Yeah.
It makes me want to be that.
And it's not toxic positivity, you would say. It's like you put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
Some of these toxic positivity people are just like kind of grifters.
Nope. No, this was not toxic.
This was
because
like,
he actually believed in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he would like all his crew, he like acquired and like acquired through like being like, I believe in you. I think that you have a really good heart, basically. And they slowly would start believing in him because he believed in them so much.
That's good.
I
like that.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I actually love this.
And it made me feel so nice and warm inside. It was such the opposite of Dexter, which is like evil people are still good too. That's the message we got pushed down our throat for so fucking long. Evil people are good. We can like evil people, okay? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sells meth, but like, don't you love him? Yeah, he kills people, but Tony Soprano, he loves Gabagool. Don't we like him still? Right? This is just a guy that's good. And we're like, I like that.
That is, because it is massively popular, this show. It's one of the most popular television shows of all time.
I also think that speaks to where our society's at.
Yeah.
That everything is so bad that we just need something that's purely good.
Yeah. I like that. I agree with it. I say all the time. I'm like, I think we have a positive message. We don't talk like people. A lot of give me or I don't know you the advice of like be more edgy, say more crazy shit or like.
People give you that advice?
Yeah, people say it all the time.
I never heard that from anyone.
Yeah, people have said like, oh, if you want clips, like you gotta like. I think in comedy right now, it's like say what you can't say. Like that's a lot of big message of try to piss people off. And it's like, no, let's talk about how to clean our pee or whatever. You can still get in front of people with a positive message. It's just harder.
I think it is harder.
It's much harder.
I don't care though.
No, me neither.
I really don't. I'd rather hearing that makes me want to be like more good and like
yeah. But your mom says this. This is your mom's.
This is
message.
my mom.
This is your mom's message, and we can win with positivity.
And I think I want to hope that she's right. Because I think people, one time my friend said to me, my close friend Matt was like, what? He was like, you sounded so aggressive and mean on that. He goes, that's not you.
Yeah.
Because that's not me.
No, it's not you at all.
I'm not aggressive. I'm never yelling.
No, you're not mean.
I'm not mean.
You're very positive and I think a great person. That's why I love doing this with you.
The only thing I have struggled with is myself. And I want to like try to push that forward too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want to be positive.
No, it's
Watching that show made me want to be positive. I still want to make fun of stuff, but
of course.
I do want to be like a little more, not in a toxic. I can't fake positivity. But no. I'm not like. I guess I could fake positivity. I am an actor.
Yes, you could fake. You could fake it for a performance.
Sure, but I think here people kind of will get the energy of what I'm saying with that, if I am faking it or not. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. And I do think it's good. And I want to make sure that we keep pushing positivity. And I'm feeling great moving forward into this, like, a season where I think I especially feel positive for. As I've said before, these next few months are just a ramp up of fun for me. A ramp up of pureness. A ramp up when I'm the happiest. You preach Disney adult, and I push back probably because I know I would love it. Because probably in my core soul, like, I like being pure happiness and joy like that.
Yes.
We have friends, Ken McGraw, shout out Ken McGraw, and he goes to Disney all the time.
Yes.
And I told you, I was sitting looking at Insta, we're sitting together.
Yeah.
What a beautiful friendship we have that we could just sit and look at Insta together.
For sure.
I actually think friends that could sit on the couch and look at Insta together is beautiful. That might actually be the youngest thing about us.
That we sit on the couch and look at Insta?
That we just look at our phones and talk about it.
Yeah.
That might be the youngest qualities about us. Not our backwards hats. Not that you force yourself to have curly hair. Not
force myself. My perms.
not that you go get a perm to fit in, right?
Yes.
Not that I'm learning new words on TikTok. Probably that we sit on our phones together might be the youngest things about us.
It's kind of like watching TV with a friend.
It is.
Because we follow 50% of the same people. And it's almost like reality TV of all the people we know.
I know.
And we comment on what people are doing. Everybody does this.
I think,
and we're not even negative. Like we try to be like. You could say what you're about to say.
So I saw my friend Ken, and he was at Disney with his wonderful girlfriend, and they're having a great time. And I said to Robbie, because I come on the podcast, I poo-poo. It's fun to play. And I poo-poo the Disney adults, and I go, you know what? He's so happy.
Yeah, people are really happy.
That. Yeah. I literally saw him. I go, he's so happy. I don't want to make fun of that.
Yeah. No, it's nice. And people are genuinely happy in Disney World. Disney does a lot of bad things. It's not accessible to people. It's very expensive now. Like there is legit criticism. But people that are happy there, it's like, let them fucking be happy.
Let them be happy.
That's also the point. That's entertainment. It's a facet of entertainment. It's one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world. They're trying to make you happy.
Because I think I'm like a holiday adult in some way.
You are. And Christmas adults and Disney adults are the same.
I know. And I think that when you're
They're
so
brothers
close,
and sisters.
I think when you're so close to someone, you judge them harder.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see.
Like I judge the most boisterous person in a room because that could be me.
Yes.
I would have been too hard on Disney adults because I am a holiday adult.
You very much are.
I am getting TikToks already that are saying 20 more Tuesdays till Christmas.
Oh, wow. We're in the 20 more Tuesdays till Christmas. I mean, the holidays are great. Last year, we did wild shit for the holidays. But
I don't know if we have that.
No, I don't think we have that in us again. Who knows what we'll have up our sleeves? But
who knows? But we have to talk about that off mic.
We did so much Christmas stuff, and I do look back, then it ended with a true Christmas miracle, in my opinion. And I was like, with the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Yes.
And it was like, oh, that was nice. I was tearing up on Christmas watching that video, not because A, because it was crazy, but B, because we put so much work into the holidays, and it felt like, oh, we kind of got something in return.
I would like
that was crazy.
This holiday season enjoy the holidays more.
Yeah.
Or maybe not involve as many people. Or if we involve them, just the scheduling was a nightmare.
It was insane.
The scheduling was an absolute nightmare last time. If we want to do stuff, I think we should just do it, the two of us, at a relaxed pace.
Yes.
It was too much running.
We don't need such a stringent schedule.
No.
By any means.
No, we do not need to do that. But,
But it did feel nice to be like, oh, we put a lot in and we did get something, some stretch of a miracle in return.
And I was just thinking, like, it's all this, like, happiness.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this show and this guy's pure happiness. And I'm like, this is it for me. Stop fighting the happiness. I fight the happiness.
You do. This is the Staten Island.
I know.
You fight the happiness and you don't, because it's not cool. You want to be cool. It's not cool to enjoy things.
I mean, my dad told me, he goes, I don't know why. He's like, you wanted to be cool. And you know what? I was cool.
Yeah, I believe it.
I was undeniably cool.
I believe that you were cool. But you could be cool being happy too. But you know that, I think.
Being cool as a teenager does not always translate to being cool as a 35-year-old.
That's true. That's very true.
There's a real gap.
As much as I want to look back and pretend that, oh, I was just cool. You know what I mean? Like, sure. I stayed true to myself and it was cool. It wasn't that cool.
And I think I need to have
it just is what it is.
A return to joy. I almost want to call this holiday season for me.
Okay.
A return to joy. And that's...
We're starting holiday season? September 11th.
No,
is that the new start of the holiday season? 9/11 is when you can start doing Christmas shit.
When the two towers fall, the pumpkin spice will ring in.
Okay.
But I think, like, for me, it is that, no, I think once we get back from the trip, Portugal, I'm in the holiday season.
It's holiday season.
It's
a ramp up. It's Christmas.
It's just a ramp up. It's October. I'm gonna be enjoying spooky stuff. My sister's having a Halloween party. Thanksgiving. I'm putting up the tree.
Yes.
I'm ready for the season of joy.
It's good. I mean, you don't have free time, but with free time comes
no. In October, I am saying no to things.
Yes, that's what you
Do I have 3 of my 4 weekends already booked? Yes.
Yes. But you can create this is just like manufactured fun, like fun, joy, whatever. But you could create all throughout the year. Holiday season, the same kind of sentiment.
I know. Well, that will be a problem for a different time.
That is a problem for a different time.
You are right with that, but that's a problem for a different time. But
Yes.
for now, I am getting excited because it is a season of joy, and I think like everyone's like, girls are so basic that they like that. Can't we allow people to be happy?
Yeah.
Can't we? I'm tired of calling people basic for getting excited about things that bring them joy.
Okay.
If that's basic, call me base.
Well, that's what it is. Basic isn't bad. And it's almost beautiful. The smaller threshold it takes for you to have pure happiness.
I think that people my age also revisit it because one of the things I always hear from people that have kids is what's so beautiful is you get to re-experience the world through their eyes.
Yes.
I don't have a kid. Never had sex.
Never been on a dating app.
Never been on a dating app. Don't need to. Girls just come up to me. They say, "Can I blow you?" I say, "Not now."
And they go, "What are you, gay?"
They go, "What am I, gay?" I go, "I wish."
Yeah.
I think that people get to experience, like at this point at my age, start to get experience joy again through their children and start to get like excited about stuff. And I need to start experiencing that through me again. And through, I don't need a child to start re-experiencing that joy and getting excited about life again.
Yes. You want to feel connected to the inner child inside of you.
Yes.
I feel more connected to that now, I think, than in my early 20s.
You do a good job with that, Robbie. You
Yeah.
do a really, like how you like unabashedly like LeBron James, Pokemon. You're into just like corny ass music, like right? You're just like a straight up like open loser.
Sometimes I'm pretty open about my loserness.
How you are so open about how much of a loser you are is I'm jealous of that.
Yes.
There's something about you being such a loser and so open about it that I go, I wish I could just be openly the biggest loser in the world like you. I wish I could just walk around and just openly like allow the world to hurt me because I'm such a loser.
Yeah.
Like just show everyone like I don't care about how the facade I put on. Everyone should make fun of me because of my behavior. I know the amount that like you're just open about how little you know.
Yes.
About how much you love things that are horrible. There's something to envy about that. The amounts that you just like suck on your t-shirts like a child. I go, if only I could do that. Rather than have adults coping mechanism. Like I feel bad I introduced you to weed because I almost made you cool.
Yeah. No, but I found a way to make it.
You found
uncool.
Yes. The way that you are such a loser I'm envious of.
Yeah.
To be a loser is pure joy. I walked into a Dungeons and Dragons ceremony thing today. I don't know what to call it.
Okay.
I walked in. I say, "Hey, do you have playing cards like Ace, King, Queen?"
Okay.
This weekend to get playing cards, and the guy goes, "You're not gonna find that here." And he was so happy.
Of course he is. It takes a tiny bit. He's so invested in a different world, which is this Dungeons and Dragons, that that can feed him happiness.
I know.
You got to have multiple things that can feed you happiness.
And man, I just hope one day I could grow up and be a loser like you.
Yeah. I don't know if you can. You got to really let it go. You got to let some things go.
I do.
You can't care about what...
I have walls up, man.
You can't care about what toxic men think.
I know. I have walls up, dude.
But toxic men are mean.
And people have been mean to me my entire life.
They have been, yeah.
That's why.
I used to get picked on when I mean, you've seen pictures. I showed Sebastian a picture the other day. Maybe I'll post it. I was at Dick's Last Resort. Do you know what Dick's Last Resort is? It'd be like a restaurant where they give you a hat that kind of looks like a condom, and they're mean to you the whole time, but everybody in the place gets a hat that looks like a condom, and they write something I guess, an insult on the hat, and you wear it while you eat dinner, and then the waiter and waitresses are like rude to you. And there I am sitting in a shirt that says President of the Piss and Moan Club, which is loser behavior. My bifocal glasses, my braces, big smile, and on the thing it says future crossdresser. And I'm just like,
which is one
insane to write on a child. Like today they would be like, what is it, grooming? But like, insane. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, this is great. Smiling, not a care in the world.
That's so nice.
And I'm just like,
cared
what?
Too much.
Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't care.
No.
You didn't let it affect you, which really speaks to you. Your openness to not care. So that's why I'm happy I spoke up about that dating app thing, because it is a moment that goes against your behavior.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cool.
You're trying to be
Sometimes
cool.
I try to reel that in. I try to be cool.
And that's not what people love about you, Robbie.
No, I know.
People love
That's when I'm most unattractive.
That is when you're most unattractive.
100%.
Is you saying that I'm not on dating apps.
When I'm trying to be cool.
Or saying I don't have time to date or stuff like that.
All right, now we're going. Now we're taking a little step too far. I don't have time to date.
But what they love is that, and I thought about you a lot watching that show.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't let me finish the sentence.
Okay.
Because there was this fish man that smelled so bad. No. Just the pure like happiness. I think you at your core are that more.
I would like to be.
Yeah.
That's where my goal is.
So, and then I was thinking about like, how am I a loser? Losers are happy.
Okay.
Losers are happy until other people get involved.
Yes.
Let's just not let them get involved or not let them affect us. That's my new goal.
Yeah. And there's some, like LeBron, who I really do love. He's happy. And he preaches like, all of his teammates are always talking about he loves to do team bonding. He wants to have fun. He acts like a child. Like, I think there is something to being like, maybe because he's so good at basketball, he kind of gets away with it. But you're so funny. You could get away with it. Like, you're so funny and like you could lean into the happiness and you're still going to have massive amounts of people that really love you.
I know. So
you're not even that much of a loser.
I know. So
you could use the cool stuff about you to promote this happy message, I guess.
So the whole point of this episode is Sebastian is ready to become a loser.
Speaking of being a loser, we went to this influencer content creator Snapchat event, which was cool. It was cool. It was a cool event.
Yeah, what do you say?
It was cool. It was nice.
Speak to yourself about how you're a loser, please.
And I was underdressed. People flew in from all over the country to go to this event, and we found out like the day of, which we were excited to go. And I was just not. I was wearing a shirt I wouldn't even wear to the gym. I like wore a jersey on the podcast, and then I just brought like a shirt to have sleeves. Whatever. That's what I end up wearing to this event. There's a photographer going around taking all these pictures, and I'm like, I don't look the best, but whatever. I got to do this photo shoot. They're gonna. I don't know. It was a content event. Of course, they're going to get nice content. And they send the photo album to everybody that went to the event. And I'm scrolling through the photo album of all these big people with huge followings. They want them to come to Snapchat and learn how to post on Snapchat. That was the premise of the event. And I'm scrolling. And there's a picture of me, Sebastian, and one of the men that we met at the event. And I am just on my tippy toes, standing next to you, which is loose. This is not loser behavior. This is dating app energy of like trying to be somebody I'm not. Why am I on my tippy toes?
Shorter than me.
By a long shot.
You always say that. You know what's funny? You always say that we're close in height, but then you'll do stuff like
when
that.
When do I say we're close in height? You're 6'3", I'm 5'10", 5 inches.
But then you're on your tippy toes.
And I'm on my tippy toes, which is the cringiest thing a man can do, especially a man who's 5'10".
It also looks like I'm taking a photo with the guy and you ran up behind on your tippy toes to jump into
I know.
it.
It does not look like me and you knew each other before. It looks like you and the guy. If they were to be like, that guy in the middle has a podcast, they would be like, oh, he has a podcast with the other guy.
Yes.
And there's just a fan next to him. And I'm on my tippy toes, yeah, which is just like the worst look. Guys that are like, that you find out they have inserts in their shoes, or guys that are just like are not comfortable with themselves and trying to be something they're not, which is me trying to be taller, I guess. I don't even fucking remember doing this, but I see that and I'm like, oh shit, this is so embarrassing.
And people I posted the pic and people DM me that I was mean. But then I want to be like, Robbie was the one who told me to post it.
So I'm like, there's only one solution now to turn the tables. You gotta post it.
Yeah.
You gotta get it out in front of it, and you gotta be like, look, I made a mistake, and then zoom in and show everybody.
I know.
Cause like it's ridiculous, and if we can't laugh at ourselves, like
that's it.
For me to hide that would be insane, but for me to not call it out immediately, it was the funniest thing in the whole fucking photo album.
Yeah, photos aren't that funny normally.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, we did go to a Snapchat event, and we are going to be start posting on Snapchat. How we're going to be posting differently there is we're going to be posting more of our daily life on, right? Isn't that what they were saying?
Yeah, we're going to do we'll post clips still.
We'll post clips, and then we'll also
we'll post on stories. So if you want to see, follow us on Snapchat.
At Loud About Nothing. We couldn't fit the G's at the end of it, so just type nothing and you'll find us there. But follow us. We're going to be posting stories from our trip there.
And we know, I don't know, our audience is a little older, but I'm sure you have the app.
Yeah, you got
Hop
the
back
app.
On.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Robbie's back on. Actually, that's the youngest thing about you.
That I'm on Snapchat.
Yeah, is you hitting your vape on Snap.
Are
you still vaping?
No.
Good. Yeah, all right. So follow us on Snapchat. Please keep following the podcast. Share it with a friend. We are pumping them out still. It is beautiful. Yeah, that's it. All right, Robbie, hit the music.